back at the front of the field. The white flag has come out for Nigel Mansell, but is there enough fuel here? Is there enough fuel in Fittipaldi's car? Fittipaldi is now just 9 seconds back, and Robbie Gordon sits almost behind Fittipaldi. He has only to handle up Bobby Rahall. So this race most certainly is not over yet.
You think strategies don't change at the very last of the race when there's no fuel left? Everybody is wondering. You know, they have all of their onboard computers, but they don't even believe those when it gets down this close.
A very partisan crowd here in Australia in favor of Nigel Mansell. They are going to go nuts. They did so when he scored his pole position. Now they have a new award for pole, $10,000 for pole, and if the pole winner can also win the race, it's another $15,000. So it's going to be a very lucrative day for Nige if he can only make it to the checkered flag. There's that battle going on still. Robbie Gordon has not made it around Rahall, though he tries him there.
Well, I don't think Robbie Gordon is really trying right now. He's just hanging on. He's going to settle for third place.
Would be a smart maneuver if he did so. But now Robbie Gordon is around Rahall, and now is trying to close and pass Fittipaldi. This is the battle on the field as Nigel Mansell continues his pursuit of the checkered flag and his first IndyCar victory.
Now, Emmo's not going to just give up and let him pass. Emmo will run it out of fuel before he'll let Gordon pass.
Watching for Nigel Mansell, looking for Jim Swintoll's checkered flag. And it will be a history-making event, too, as here he comes. Nigel Mansell has scored the victory in the Kmart Haviland Lola. Despite 2 different mistakes during the race. Christian Fittipaldi looking for his first career win. This is his 72nd start in the series. But Parker, this is a track that has been good for first wins. Jacques Villeneuve scored his first here. Dario Franchitti a year ago, his first. He is on his final lap. He's seen the white flag.
What a great year for Christian Fittipaldi. He got his first pole position in his home of Rio in Brazil. And now finally he can see this dream come to fruition here at Elkhart Lake, Road America, Wisconsin. This is the time where the best person you could have behind you is your teammate. He's got a 3.5-second lead. He knows that he can breathe a little bit. It's when the driver starts to hear sounds, rattles, shakes that he hasn't noticed the entire race. You say a silent prayer or maybe even out loud to make sure this thing can get to the checkered flag. There's going to be a lot of jubilation and a lot of emotion with only 2 miles to go at Road America.
Not long now to what may be the second win for Newman Haas this year. The first 1-2 for Newman Haas since Detroit in June of 1996. But the most important of all, a final long straightaway run for Christian Fittipaldi. The young Brazilian out of that magnificent racing family. His uncle Emerson, his father Wilson, the crew. You think they're holding their breath in that area? Christian Fittipaldi leads it. 72 starts, 1 final turn, climb the hill. Michael is still there, but well back. It looks like it's going to belong to Christian all alone. They come up the hill. Christian Fittipaldi, the elation in that cockpit is going to be awesome. Bye, man! He's finally done it. Christian Fittipaldi becomes the 7th different winner in 10 races this year.
White flag this time by for Sébastien Bourdais, who has quickly become a valued member of this Newman Haas team. The crew loves him. They call the Frenchman Kermit. And he has been very gracious in accepting the bitter disappointment of his first 3 races in the series. And now it's all going to come good. It'll be the first victory this season for the Newman Haas team, a team that has won at least 1 race in 19 of the last 20 seasons. The only time in all of that streak they failed to win a race, 1994, ironically the year after Nigel Mansell won the championship for them. To the line and under the checkered flags comes Sébastien Bourdais.
Coming to the one, well, we'll get the white flag here.
And again, that's the flexibility. He's saying switch positions. He's not going to black flag him and make him go through the pit lane. He'll simply say, Serbia got the position, let him go ahead.
Locke continues to run at the front of the pack. Tony Kottman just telling us live. It's the last lap, of course. Serbia belongs in front. And if Glock doesn't let him by, Derek, I wonder where he'll be ranked at the conclusion here.
I don't know, but the League of Nations street fight here is playing out, and maybe the Spaniard is going to finally get his very first win. He's going to pass him here. He's going to pass him.
He's going to let Serbia go. We're told that Glock has been told to move over, and there goes Serbia. Glock tucks back in. Now he's got a couple of corners to try to come back.
Go get him.
They've let Serbia grab the lead on that ruling by Tony Cotman, the head official here for Champ Car.
Serbia has never won a Champ Car race. He has a drag race from the hairpin.
Wilson. Justin Wilson trying to get second away from Glock. Couple of corners to go, less than half a lap to the checkers here in Montreal.
Glock is going to try one more time, maybe. Is he close enough?
No power to pass left for either driver. Serbia leading. This car won here a year ago in the hands of Bruno Junqueira.
Whoa!
Trouble in the last corner. No, everybody stays clean, and Oriole Serbia will win.
Down into turn 13 and 14. This time by, it'll be the white flag. That podium finish you mentioned, second back at Houston last year. And right now, Graham Rahall, he is going to end up leading 18 laps here if he holds on for this one. And a spin, that's a local right now at turn 10 with Ed Carpenter. They will not go full course yellow. Graham led 18 laps all of last year in his rookie campaign in Champ Car. He will become the youngest to ever win an IndyCar Series event if he can just get through about 7 more turns.
And all he's trying to do right now is hit his points, turn in, apex, and exit of the turn, and do everything really textbook style. He's got a great gap right now between himself and Helio Castroneves, no longer looking in the mirrors, just looking forward and trying to do everything perfectly.
Heading down towards where that local yellow is, he gets safely through. He's past the trouble area, so now, as he comes down through turn 12 into 13, he's going to say, hey, Pop, look at me. I'm going to win in my first IndyCar start. Out of turn 14, here comes Graham Rahall. Say hello to a new star in the IndyCar Series. Rahall wins at St. Petersburg.